welcome back to the Otherworldly Podcast. Today we got a special treat for you. We're going to do jail food with Julia, or as I like to call it, otherworldly jail food with Julia, because unless you're in her world, you don't want to taste it. Instructions.
Alright, so today we're going to make wet burritos. They're honestly pretty much a crowd favorite in jail. The basic concept of this is you're going to make a burrito in a chip bag. Go from there. And you're just going to put whatever you want in it. Not literally whatever you want, because you don't get whatever you want in jail, guys. So, to start this off, I already emptied this bag of chips. And we're going to take 2 tortillas. Flour tortillas. You're going to put them in the bag of chips. One on each side. And you're kind of going to fold it on the bottom. And you put your other bag of tortilla on the other side. So once you have your tortilla in there nicely, you're gonna take a bag of ramen. Ramen is the basic substitute of any nutrition value in jail. I picked the hot and spicy beef flavor because it's my favorite flavor that we had in jail. And so you're gonna take, after you crush up the ramen, you're just gonna shake it in the bag. Fairly simple concept here. What you'll start off doing is you're gonna pour a little bit of your ramen inside this bag of chips. Next, you're gonna take the chips that you like. I like the hot Cheetos in mine, and pork grinds. Take some pork grinds, crush them up, put them in there. Put a little bit more noodles in. This is all a layering concept, guys. You have to get the layering right.
Quite sedimentary.
Yes. Otherwise, it's just gonna taste like. Another one of my crowd favorites is the Snyder's jalapeno pretzels. Just gonna take some of those and throw them in there too.
Julia, all these ingredients you can get at your local jail, right?
Yeah, at my local jail, only on Mondays. You order on Sundays. Get your food on Mondays.
Nice.
And then you're pour some more ramen in. Some more hot Cheetos. Some more rinds. I personally don't like them this big, so I do crush them up as I put them in. Pack it as you go, just by simply slamming it down on a hard surface. After you dump your entire bag, some people keep that, they actually make it out of trash. Some more hot Cheetos.
Let me get started on the hot water.
Yes, some more pretzels. So in jail, you make everything with hot water, straight from the tap. No, there's no bottled water, guys, sorry. We're not all Martha Stewart.
So, because we don't have that resource available to us, we're just gonna make 6 ounces of hot water using a Keurig.
By the time you typically get your water, it's kind of lukewarm. You don't always get hot water. Life isn't perfect, but when you're sitting in a cell all day, you take what you can get. Here, I might go run it one more time.
All right. Shimmy, 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 shimmy.
So after you get your hot water, this is the easiest step. You just pour your hot water into the bag. And right as it gets to the top of the noodles, the last step is you just fold whatever remaining tortilla you have on the top, and then you're gonna fold the bag of chips. And it's gonna leak everywhere like always, and it's literally on any surface. And you just close it, and you walk away for about 4 minutes, and you come back to it.
In the meantime, I'm gonna sing you guys some Bob Dylan. What? Oh. Yeah.
In jail, we use rubber bands.
Fold it. Like, fold it once at least, and then flip it.
We all can be professional chip makers.
Cough.
So maybe you need to spend a little time. Yeah, no. Flip it. You got a napkin right there. You're good. Or paper towel, sorry.
Alright, now we'll just let some time pass.
I'm done.
So should we set a timer for 3 minutes? Or 2? No.
You don't get a timer in jail. You kind of just go with the gist. In jail, you're not gonna have a timer to know when it's ready. The leftover water, you're actually gonna just go ahead and drain it in the sink.
It all spilled on the stove.
I need a paper towel. You made a mess. Okay. Then you're gonna get your plate. And just rip this bag open.
It's like, I'm in my house. I'm in some kind of kitchen. I'm too cute for prison.
Did you get the bag? Okay, perfect. Let me do it. We're not all experts, Dylan. So, once you have your burrito, you're gonna take your cheese, and in this case, we got Velveeta slices. You're gonna put it on top of it. Hopefully it's still warm at that point, so it has time to slightly melt the cheese. I also took the liberty of cutting some Jack Link's beef sticks up before this started. That's gonna be your topping. Martha Stewart it. And we call this sauce, but today we'll call it chili garlic sauce. We're gonna take a little bit and just smother it on the top. I hope you guys like spicy food, because if you don't, sorry. Voila, you have a wet burrito.
To tell the truth, I'm not excited to eat this. Knowing that it was cooked inside of a hot Cheeto bag, and also the kind of pink porkish texture.
It looks like a teeny Cornish game hen.
Exactly, it looks like a recently slaughtered pig, and we just folded it up like this. So
I'm actually worried about the spices.
I don't care about the spices. Also the fact that it was cooked at really hot temperatures on the inside of a plastic.
That's not plastic. That's aluminum, or that's foil.
Aluminum coated foil? Because I know
So
part
what?
of it's
Put it in the
plastic.
microwave. If it's plastic,
No.
Conmanosaurus. Get it? Because it's like conman, like jail. You know what made sense to me? I don't know about you guys doing this ever, but doing all the ingredients and then putting it in a dry tortilla.
like cook everything still in the bag, but then
Yeah.
just dump it into the tortilla.
Yeah, they're not.
No, that'll ruin it.
But it's a. Oh, I feel it. Welcome to First We Feast. My name is Sean Evans, and today we got some extra spicy wet burritos.
Don't.
What the? Is that the pork rind?
So today we will be.
Dude, I hope you got the side with the pork rinds and I got the side with all the noodles.
I definitely see pork rinds.
Don't see pork rinds on mine.
Wait, that's
You
here.
called that side, you man. No,
You get one. All I'm giving you is one.
that's a pretzel.
Oh wait, that's a pretzel.
No, wait, no, it's a pork rind. It's a pork rind.
We're gonna rate this out of 10. Starting.
I'm
with
gonna name
this.
We're gonna rate it 1 to 10 years.
How long would you be in prison? I'm gonna scoot off some of this chili sauce because it's gonna burn me to death.
I think the chili sauce is the only redeeming quality about this wet tortilla with.
Okay,
cooked
so let's get a little bit. Make sure it has a lot of the components of it for the first bite.
All right, let me manufacture that real quick. And all right, mine definitely has the wet Cheetos in it.
Oh, mine doesn't have cheese one. Okay. Hold on.
Was this Kraft single? No, Velveeta. Velveeta. Something original cheese.
All right, ready?
Dude, I'm actually sick. I'm physically.
You're gonna have to eat this whole thing, by the way.
We're not eating the whole thing.
Yeah, we are. At least half. Deal?
I'll eat as much as I can. I'm not making no deals. I don't get paid for this show. It helps if you just pretend you're not eating a wet tortilla.
So tortilla is definitely wet.
As far as the texture, it's like exactly how you'd imagine.
You have your ramen, you have pork rinds, you have 2 flour tortillas, you have hot Cheetos, you have Snyder's jalapeno pretzels, and to top it off, you have garlic chili sauce, Velveeta cheese, and Jack Leek's original beef sticks.
I must say, my favorite part of it is the cheese and the Jack Links. And the rest of it makes me clinically depressed.
So what I like about it is how the Cheetos like disintegrated.
It's like a red paste now, dude. I was like, dude, when did she pour all this sriracha in here? And then I remembered, oh, it was a Cheeto once.
But the pretzel remained hard. So you definitely got
You got a variety of textures. It's not death. I would rate this probably 4 months out of 10 years.
as prison food goes, it's 8 out of 10. As outside food goes, like solid 3
minutes out of 10 years. Yeah,
I would swipe right.
all right. I'd probably swipe left, but if I saw him in person, I'd have a one night stand. You know what I mean? I'd call this not fun to eat. Join us next week when we make toilet wine.
Wait, we're not allowed to. Okay.
Well, there goes our plans.
I probably shouldn't have eaten as much as I did.
You ate your whole tortilla.
No, not the whole tortilla.
I just took the money shot bite from the top because I figured that would be the most entertaining.
Now eat what's on your fork.
Oh, you son of a...
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Are we still recording?
Yeah. Unless you think you've spent.
You want to record me bent over the toilet, throwing up in like 10 minutes?
No, it's like Chinese food. In 10 minutes, you're gonna be hungry again.
All right. Well, I'm throwing this in the garbage. Hope you guys enjoyed that jail food with Julia. We might do that again sometime. I don't know. Let us know how you feel in the comments down below. Be our first comment. That said, let's go ahead and... What did you say earlier?
The food in my stomach is like the prisoners. It's just wanting to get out.
That said, what are we doing today? I found a story right here about a haunted university, which to me sounds interesting.
Yeah.
What voice should I read it in? So back in the 80s.
No.
Back in the 80s, there was this girl that went to our local college, Alice. Alice was a first-year student that wasn't doing so well in her studies. No matter what she did, she just couldn't grasp the material. Exams had arrived, and this was Alice's last chance to get her grades up. She spent countless hours studying day in and day out. She studied to the point where the stress finally got too much for her. Alice had finally cracked. She walked into the bathroom and began filling up the tub. At this point, Alice was crying and saying out loud to herself repeatedly, "I'm sorry, Mama, please forgive me." When the tub was filled to the brim with water, Alice immersed herself into the water. She took a knife, sliced both of her wrists all the way down her forearms. Alice was found by a roommate dead inside the overflowed tub filled with blood. Well, now I regret choosing this story. If anyone out there is struggling with this kind of depression that you want to do something like that, Just know things get better. Suicide is a permanent solution to temporary problems. I know it sounds kind of cliche, but it's true. I just wanted to say that before we get onto the rest of the story. After the incident, students on the 6th floor of the dormitory began reporting disturbances to their floor supervisor. They reported that during the night, they could hear the sound of someone crying. The water in the bathroom tub would turn on randomly throughout the night. It got to the point where everyone became spooked and no one wanted to live on the 6th floor. During the year of Alice's death, the graduating class painted a mural above the exit of the school library. This mural consisted of faculty members at the time that meant a great deal to the graduates. A month after Alice's death, a student one day noticed something strange about the mural. Off to the side, faculty members stood what appeared to be a grayish figure glaring at the facility. No one had a clue how it got there. Due to many complaints and requests for floor transfers, the faculty decided to shut down the 6th floor. Darkness and emptiness fills the halls of the 6th floor dorms now. Students report that when using the elevator, sometimes no matter what floor you choose, it will take you to the 6th floor. The doors will open to a dark hallway no matter how many times they push the close button. The elevator will not close until it decides to. Students on the 5th floor report hearing loud footsteps of someone pacing back and forth the 6th floor. At times, they say you can hear the sound of running water on the 6th floor. 6th floor, 6th floor, 6th floor, 6th floor. Due to several reports, security would investigate the 6th floor to sometimes find the water running in an overflowing tub. A few friends of mine go to this university and swear by what they've heard and saw. No one still knows how the glaring gray figure appeared in the library mural, where, ironically, Alice spent majority of her time spending. That's more like coincidentally. Either Alice or some unknown entity haunts the 6th floor of the university.
And did it say what university it was?
That's what I was just thinking. It didn't, which to me makes it kind of feel like bullshit. But it's definitely still very interesting.
Yeah, for something if that ever happened at a university. Although I feel like if they closed down an entire floor,
this sounds kind of outlandish to be like, the 7th floor's okay, 6th floor's not, 5th, 4th.
If I owned a dorm and I rented out the rooms, I don't care if it's haunted. If you want to be there, I'll discount it. 10% off your monthly rent for the first month only. Asterisk. Then I would do that. But there's no way I'm just gonna close down an entire floor.
No, that's a lot of profit to be missed out on. And on top of that, it would be sensationalized. Honestly, if there was a very the tub sometimes it turns on and sometimes the elevator will take you to the 6th floor when you don't want it to. That would be all over the news. It would be
maybe it was though.
It would be like
let's
try searching it up.
Well, here's what I'm saying is that it could be somewhere else. It couldn't be somewhere that's not in California, not even the United States.
Well, what I'm saying is that if that was a real thing, then it would be popular. I'm saying it would be more like a tourist attraction. They can make money that way.
Maybe it is.
There's no way.
Maybe it is a tourist attraction. Yeah, you didn't ask how I got this wound on the top of my head.
How'd you get the wound on the top of your head?
Mind your own business. No, my entertainment center had a thing open, and I walked right into it was on the corner of it.
You badass.
Did it hurt?
Did you get a Purple Heart?
No, I submitted the paperwork, but I haven't heard back from them. They said something. I did get a notice saying that if I continued my disruptive behavior, that I would get dishonorably discharged. I'm not in the military.
They put you in. They enroll you.
They send me a letter of acceptance, and then the next day I get a letter of dishonorably discharged.
I couldn't find anything about the college online, so I think that for now it's just a Reddit post.
If you know what college it is, if it's your college, send us something at the otherworldlypod@gmail.com.
You, the viewer, let us know what college it is. Thanks for watching.